Hi, friends. It's Mrs. McCarver, and it's time for today's reading lesson. Lately, we've been talking a lot about using our superpowers and setting goals to help ourselves be able to read the words we see on the page. But I want you to think for a minute. Why do we really read? We read so that we can enjoy and understand what's happening in our books. A reader needs to be able to read the words that are on the page, but they also need to understand what the book is teaching them or what is happening in the story. So, yesterday, I started reading this book, Hats, and I was really focused on using my snap word power and saying the correct words that I already know when I'm reading the page. I was noticing that when I did say those correct words, I really was able to better understand what is happening in this story. Let's look at this book under the camera again, and I'll explain more about what I mean. Yesterday, when I was reading this book, Hats, at first I was just saying all different things like the bear has a hat, I can see the bear's hat, look at this hat, I like hats. But when I really started to pay attention to the high frequency words or snap words that I already know, and I read those words correctly, I really started to understand what was happening in this book. Once I read it, I like hats and flowers. Oh, this bear has a hat with flowers on it because that's what he likes or she likes. This bear's hat is different because it's a hat that shows what this bear likes. I like hats and berries. It's not just that the bear is wearing this hat, it's wearing a hat of things it likes. I like hats and feathers. That tells me that this bear likes hats and likes feathers. As I keep reading, I like hats and ribbons. I like hats and leaves. I'm learning that these bears all like the things that are on their hat. I like hats and fish. And then when I get to the end, I see all those bears from the first few pages. And then there's this bear. And what I see him doing is he's eating a berry and he has this ribbon with a number 1. And he says, I like hats and berries. Now that I understand, these bears all wore a hat that they like, and this bear is picking the hat that he likes. It's not just that he sees a hat with berries, but he likes hats and berries. So he's giving this award to the bear with that hat. Friends, now that I've been reading this book correctly and using those words that I already know, it helped me to understand what this book is really about and what's happening in the story. So today, after you do your reading, make sure that you're thinking about what is happening in the story. The words should help you to understand your story.